The 2023 season has one game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who have been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut.
Oh, no, his first throw of his Super Bowl is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 44 yards. And the Seahawks will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Jackson. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And the Browns are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They go play fake. Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-7 is the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. 4th down. Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 40 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
In motion, Hill. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. In motion, Hill. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try it now with Mostert. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Second and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jackson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
3rd quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Play action. It's Jackson. That is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle from the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And trouble trying the middle here. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Back to Walker on 1st down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
He'll buy some time right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Raheem Mostert.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Browns are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles.
There he goes, left side.
He may go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Jackson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Down the sideline he goes. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Here's 1st down. Mahomes to throw it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.